Good evening. Can y'all hear me? Excellent. Excellent. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see. See Dr. Caton and Dr. Maraglia from 603, and I'm here from 603. I see Dr. Tobias from 605. Let's see who else we see here. I don't know if I see Dr. Sanders yet or not. I hope she'll be with us. I see our honored guest tonight, Dr. Stone. He's here with us tonight. Some of you know him. Let's see what else we got going on here.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, it's hard.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're right on time here. I'm going to mute everybody, and you can unmute yourself as you need to as people continue to join us. And so I'm going to start us out tonight in honor of yesterday, which was Dr. Martin Luther King National Holiday. Tonight's prayer is from Dr. Martin Luther King, and so this is my favorite prayer of all time, and so I'm going to share it with you tonight. So if you'll pray with me. Oh God, we thank thee for thy word and for thy church founded upon thy word that challenges us to do more than to sing and pray, but to also go out and work as though the very answer to our prayers depended upon us and not upon thee. Help us to realize that man was created to shine like the stars and live through all eternity. Keep us, we pray, in perfect peace. Help us to walk together, pray together, sing together, and live together until the day when all God's children, black, white, red, and yellow, will rejoice in one common band of humanity in the kingdom of our Lord and our God. We pray, amen. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Welcome tonight. It's dead on 6 o'clock. I'll start the agenda. I have it up on the screen. We'll be brief because a lot of us have class later tonight, and so we'll move quickly through our agenda. This is our Legacy Candidate Town Hall. That's for folks who, this is not your first semester. This is Mel 602 through 605. The first thing that I'll start out with tonight is to introduce our special guest, Dr. Steve Stone. He's the program coordinator for the next step in the leadership series at Gardner Webb, the EDLS, the Doctor of Educational Leadership program that leads to superintendent certification. Dr. Stone most recently taught with us in 605. He's spending some time back and forth. He may be back with us again this summer. But Dr. Stone, I will turn the floor over to you to talk to these folks about what you have to offer.
Well, thank you, Dr. Lamb. And it's really great to see you all tonight. I really miss being in the males program. So I've been in like for 5 years, and then last year I was moved completely to the leadership doctoral program. So I really do miss it. So I've been begging Dr. Lamb to let me keep my fingers in it, let me get back into it. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this summer that I may have a chance to teach 605 for maybe some of you in the class. So, but what I wanted to spend just a few minutes tonight is talking about the next steps for you. You have already proven yourself to be lifelong learners. You already are deep into a program that's going to give you that second master's or your first master's And so we know that you are very serious about where your career is taking you. And so even though I know you are still kind of in it now and you're working your way through it, you will finish this either to this semester or in the summer. And we would like for you to consider the next step being here with Gardner-Webb University. We have a phenomenal leadership doctoral program. I will spend a lot of time over it. I'm going to put some information over in the chat for you about ways in which you can talk to me or get with me. But I just want to kind of put it in your mind that once you're finished with this master's, there's yet another step that will prepare you for the next stage in your life. Now, that stage may not be the superintendent. It may be at the central office, or you may just want to be the absolute best principal that you could possibly be. But when you finish your master's, we do encourage you in the fall to look toward the next step, which will be an EDLS program, the doctoral program. It's a program that will take you through 2.5 years. You'll have 2 years of coursework, and then, of course, you'll have 2 semesters or more of working on your dissertation. And I can tell you from being in this program for some time, when you hear the word dissertation, automatically these red flags fly about, oh my God, that's almost an impossible task. But it's not. The papers that you are writing in males right now really are preparing you, and what you're doing in males really is preparing you, or MSA, really is preparing you for that next step. So when you get a chance, take a breather and you decide, yes, I want to continue. I want to work in the central office. I want to be that great, better principal than I could possibly ever be. Or if you simply want to teach at the university level, having that doctorate in front of your name will certainly open some doors for you. Our program is a cohort program, which means you'll be in a class of, if you're in Charlotte, there'll be 10 or 12 other people in that class, and you will follow those same 12 people every semester. We do have Zoom sessions. We deliver our instruction by Zoom sessions. There will be about 6 or 7 Zoom sessions. And then what really makes our program unique and special is the fact that we gather you together for 3 weekends a semester, Saturday and Sunday. We gather you on one of our campuses, and we have some really good face-to-face instruction. And the good thing about our instructors are basically these are people that are in the field. These are people who are currently in the central office, or they're current superintendents, or they're recently retired from superintendents. And so they can give you some real world experience. So I want to encourage you to maybe think about that when this program is winding down and you decided what next. We already know you're great students. The best students that come in the doctoral program are those of you that come from the MSA program. So we would love to have you being a part of that. And Dr. Lamb, I'm going to put in my chat, in your chat, if I can, I'm going to put my information so people can reach out to me if you need to. And again, I'm full-time Steve Stone here at Gardner-Webb University. Would love to talk to you about the doctoral program, which is the next logical step for you when you finish your master's program. I think you will enjoy it very much so, and we would love to have you in the program. Unless there's a really quick question, use that email or use that phone number to reach out to me. And I'll probably want to reach out to you a little bit later on to kind of remind you of it. But we will have classes starting in the fall, and we'd love to see as many of you in the MSA program be a part of that. Did I leave out anything, Dr. Lamb?
2 things that I always get questions on. The first one is do I have to wait till I finish my coursework to start working on my dissertation?
No, we will be working with you as you are taking your first course. We will give you a 1-hour course where you can start working on your dissertation. You will have a coach assigned to you, and that person will be working with you on developing chapters 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So the minute you step into this program, we have started you on the dissertation track. So you will have the opportunity to have a coach, not a one-on-one, but a coach that will work with you through the entire process.
All right. The second question I always get is about classes. Where are the low residency class weekends, the 3 held, and what day of the week and what time are the Zoom session classes?
Okay, so our classes, traditionally we have classes at Charlotte, on the Charlotte campus, right close to the state line, but it's near the airport. That's our main campus, the Charlotte campus. We also have classes here in Bowling Springs. We have classes in Goldsboro. We have classes in Lexington, North Carolina. We have had them other places. It all depends on the interest, but those are our major sites: Goldsboro, Lexington, the main campus, and in Charlotte. As far as our Zoom sessions go, They are usually held at night, on Tuesday night or a Thursday night. And they usually start around 6:30, maybe even 7. They usually last for about an hour and a half.
Okay, those are the two things. So the Zoom sessions won't be much different than what you experience now in the MSA program. However, you will have those residency weekends, 3 of them, but hopefully they'll be somewhere fairly close to your house. They're from 9 to 4 on Saturday and generally from 9 to 2 on Sunday. They generally let you out a little bit early on Sunday so you can get back to work. A lot of folks think that weekend is a burden, but you will find out eventually that it is something that you look forward to.
You really do develop those friendships and those
Yes.
people that are going to take you across the line and will hold your hands and be your cheerleaders. It's an awesome model, and they'll help you along the way.
It really is. Well, thank you, Dr. Stone, for being with us tonight. If you don't remember Dr. Stone's information and later on this spring, you get to thinking about what you're going to be doing this fall, you can shoot me an email and I'll get it to him. But he'd love to talk with you about the specifics of the program. We recruit very heavily. We think it's a great program. What you're learning in this program, APA 7th, all those things translate directly into what they do and the evidences that they do. They do 6 evidences in their portfolio as well. They're just at the central office level. They mirror the ones that you do in the MSA program. And so you're way ahead of the game. You know how to write evidences, you know APA 7th, which will help you not only with your evidences portfolio, but it'll help you with your dissertation. They use the same coaching model that we do, a 1 hour that goes along with your courses. So it dovetails very nicely one into the other. But again, thank you for being with us tonight, Dr. Stone. We'll move on to the next part of our agenda.
Dr. Lamb.
Thank you. And so I want to, as I did earlier, I'm going to look again. I want to shout out our folks that are here tonight. From Mel 602 is Dr. Sanders. I don't know if I see her on the screen yet or not. Dr. Sanders, are you here? I see you now. You're hiding as always. There's Dr. Sanders. She's 602 and 4. Thank you for being with us tonight. Dr. Caton and Maraglia, I saw both of them on from 603. And I saw Dr. Tobias from 605. So those are your instructors. Your coaches are Dr. Bullis for 605, Dr. Lisa Barnes in 602 and 603. Doctors Caton and Maraglia coach their own as do I in 603. So looks like the gang's all here tonight. So back to our agenda. I'll be quickly through this now. The first thing is commencement. Gardner Webb in the spring does a split commencement. It is not like the one that we just did in the fall. So in the spring, those of you who are in 605, commencement is Thursday night and Friday. Now, I don't know what time the Friday event will be. The Thursday night event usually is about 7 o'clock. They time it so that it finishes right at dark so they can do fireworks out at the stadium. It will be outdoors in the stadium. And if there's a significant weather event, we'll move into the basketball arena. But the original plan will be that we'll be in the stadium. You'll process in to the stadium and go through the ceremony. Unfortunately, only doctoral students get to walk across the stage at that ceremony. You will stand and be recognized where you are. Now, the next day will be the College of Ed ceremony. Everybody gets to cross the stage. Everybody gets their name called. It's a big deal. Now, what time of the day? Normally it's like 10 in the morning, but it could be 11, 12, 1 or 2. But it's a Thursday night, Friday. I know those are school days, but you know, getting that changed has not made any traction so far. So that's what happens. Now, you need to have applied for graduation. The cost is $150 automatically added to your account. You'll receive a second master's degree or a first master's degree, and you'll participate in both of those, the Thursday night and the Friday reception. Reminder, after about next week, the drop period, when the drop period is over, sometime about the 25th of the month, they'll start charging a late fee if you haven't registered for graduation. So make sure you've applied for graduation. There is a PowerPoint. I did not attach it because I'm not sure if it still works, but I will send it out with the video tonight. And if it doesn't work, don't blame me. The registrar has changed over Christmas break. So hopefully it will still work, but you need to apply for graduation. You should be getting a notice from the registrar's office. If not, you can follow the directions to do that. And so now, you folks who are in 602, 3, and 4, those of you in 603 in the 12-month program that'll be finishing this summer, and those of you in 604 that'll be finishing this summer, please remember there's no longer a summer graduation at Gardner Webb again. We've lost that battle as well. You will not graduate and get to participate. You will graduate on the 26th of July, but you will not get to walk until the December ceremony. So whether you finish in spring, summer, when you finish in the spring, you'll graduate in the spring. If you finish summer or fall, you have to wait to December. So for those of you who are planning to finish this summer, you need to, on March the 7th, that will open. You'll get an email for you to apply for graduation. In order to avoid a late fee, make sure that you apply for summer. You say, well, Dale, you just said that. What I said, you still graduate. There's just not a ceremony in the summer. So that I want to avoid that confusion. No, there is not a ceremony, but graduation, you officially graduate on July 26th, the last Friday in July. So you must apply for graduation. And this notion that, well, I'll just wait till the fall since I'm not going to get to walk, they'll charge you a late fee if you wait till the fall. So make sure you follow directions. All right. And I won't go through all this. Those of you in 605 with Dr. Tobias, this is what you have to do. What's important about this is your drop dead dates. So on Monday, April 22nd, all of your 6 evidences must be graded and in your portfolio. So if there's a problem with those, we can get that done. So everything's got to be done by Monday, April 22nd in terms of the 6 evidences. The following Monday, April 29th, everything has got to be done, including your 6 evidences, your competency folio, your internship hours, your completer survey, your competency analysis, and your School of Ed disposition. Everything has to be done at 9 o'clock on Monday, April 29th. Now, as I told you, the registrar retired in December. The new registrar is just an interim person. I have no pull. If you don't have that ready and I can't do the attest at 9 o'clock on that Monday morning, the 29th, you will not graduate. You'll have to wait to the next semester. Make sure all your stuff is done. And so there's your fair warning. These dates will be in your shell as well. For those of you with Dr. Sanders in 604, here are the things that you need to do. And I'm reminding you again, there is no summer commencement. Your diploma will be dated the 26th of July 2024. And the same thing with you folks that are currently in 603. I better update that date. It didn't roll over, looks like, but there it is. Again, no summer commencement for you folks in 603 and 604. You'll need to make sure you understand that, but you do graduate, so you do have to apply for graduation. Here's what the 5-semester, 20-month program with Dr. Sanders. Here are the things that you're due for us this semester. Please remember that everybody has to do their clinical hours, which is either 200 or 100 according to the program that you're in. Make sure you understand that. For you folks who are in 603, the 12-month program with me or Dr. Caitlin Maraglia, please remember it's 200 in the fall, 200 in the spring, 100 in the summer. For you other folks, it's 100 each semester. So make sure that you log all of your hours. The next time that I will see you will be on Thursday, March 21st. I'll be doing an interviewing town hall. Here's the link. It's in your shell already, and I'll send it out probably a week prior. It's when I'll see you again. So if you have any questions, if there's any issue or concern, I will see you mid-semester again in a quick town hall like this one. And we'll answer any questions. I'll go over this same information again, and then I'll do about a 30 or 45-minute session on preparing you for interviewing for job openings this spring. All right, so you all know the deal. You've been with us before. you can see what your responsibilities are. I sent you this earlier. Again, I'm going to resend it along with the link to the recording tonight for the folks who couldn't attend. And I will send that how to apply for graduation. But again, if it doesn't work, I can't help you. There is no new registrar. She doesn't show up until next week, the interim person. All I can go on, I was hoping to have something new by tonight, but she wasn't on campus. So I'll just send the old PowerPoint on how I'm guessing they hadn't changed it yet, but it may change. And if it does, I'll keep you updated on how to apply for graduation, but I will send you that later this evening. All right, I'm going to stop my share and open up the floor. Let me check the chat. 7 o'clock usual time. There's Steve Stone's email. He's wstone1 at Gardner Webb. All
Dr.
right.
Lamb.
Yes.
Okay, I want to clarify for commencement for May 2nd and 3rd. Could you repeat that one more time? I just want to make sure I understood what you were saying.
The Gardner Webb ceremony is Thursday night. The College of Ed ceremony is Friday sometime during the day. It's a Thursday night, Friday deal. It is not like December. I get students all the time who don't believe me. They say, well, in December, they did it all in one day. We did, but we won't in May. It's a different deal. We'll do the stadium Thursday night and have fireworks. And then Friday, we'll be somewhere in one of the campus facilities, whether it be the basketball arena or Dover Theater or Stewart Theater or Tucker, or we'll be somewhere and we'll do the College of Ed. So it's Thursday night, 7 o'clock, and then sometime on Friday. Again, you do not get to walk across the stage on Thursday night. You will stand and be recognized at your seat. They won't even call your name. They'll just call the group. Now on Friday, we'll make a big deal. Not only will you get to cross the stage, we'll call your name. I'll put a hood on you, try not to strangle you or knock your cap off. I'll put a hood on you. We'll hug you, love you up. You'll get to go by the swag table and pick up all kind of neat swag they have, T-shirts and all kind of stuff, bags. It's just all kind of stuff. Now we'll make a big fuss over you on Friday, but now Thursday night they'll say the MSA program, y'all will all stand and wave, but you don't get to go across the stage. Only doctoral students get to go across it at that ceremony. So that's how that works. All right, next question. That's a good question. All right. This is like dominoes, 30 minutes or less, or it's free. I'm only at 20 so far. I'm doing good. Anybody else have anything? All right, my bunch. I see a lot of you here tonight. We'll be back on in 40 minutes. We'll get after it again. Remember, in my group in 603, the former C4 section meets tonight. The former C2 section meets tomorrow night. They're all in one. But you can attend either session you need to. I don't care. As long as you're there at the right place when it's time for your group presentation of your case studies, you're good to go. So I think Dr. Sanders is ready to have class herself now. Everybody else is moving on to class tonight. So I'll see my bunch in about 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us. And always thank you for choosing Gardner Webb.